PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. You utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero! Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. You utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that PIHL hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Matt Popchock, back again at the RMU Island Sports Center in Neville Township, here inside the Clearview Arena for the nightcap of our Week 16 Monday night doubleheader, PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save. As we get closer to playoff time, the room for error for at least one of these teams will shrink after this evening. That team is the home team, the Montour Spartans, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive and get back into the race as they host the Blackhawk Cougars in a PIHL Class A Blue Division battle. And taking a look at the playoff picture to start this Monday night for the Cougars, the away team in green, their magic number is 5. And Blackhawk, with a regulation win over Montour tonight, can reduce that magic playoff clinching number to 2 points. If Blackhawk does prevail in regulation tonight and Freeport wins over Beaver in any fashion on Thursday night, then Blackhawk is officially in the Penguins Cup playoffs. For the Montour Spartans, it's a more difficult road ahead. A regulation win tonight by Montour over Blackhawk moves the Spartans to within 1 point of Indiana and now Meadville for that last playoff spot in Class 1A Blue. Meadville won over Hampton earlier tonight, so they're tied with Indiana on points, even though Indiana still has the tiebreaker for that last spot. Montour, after tonight, has a total of 4 games left, Tonight is the first of their 5 remaining regular season games. They have a combined 0-4 record against the teams remaining on their schedule, including the Blackhawk Cougars, who won the first meeting at Brady's Run, by a 4-1 final score on the 23rd of October. So it's gut check time for head coach Steve Young and his Spartans, and for first-year head coach Rob Hawthorne and the Blackhawk Cougars. Hawthorne relieving previous head coach Jim Hofer, who's an assistant this year. He's trying to get his team back to the playoffs for a 3rd consecutive season. Both teams sporting 2 of the premier team captains in the PIHL. Let's look at the Blackhawk Cougars captain, number 11 in green, Finn Conlon, warming up somewhere in the mix off to our left. Conlon, as a senior, 15 goals, 9 assists, 24 points. He's among the top 10 goal scorers in Class A, has a goal in back-to-back games for Blackhawk. For the Montour Spartans, their captain is a junior forward, number 18, Trey Varga, warming up somewhere in the mix off to our left. Varga leading Montour with 17 goals on the regular campaign, 25 total points. He's recorded multiple points in back-to-back games. He was held to just 1 point in the first regular season meeting between these clubs. Conlon had a goal for Blackhawk in the first meeting between the two sides, so we'll see how the captains fare in this one. The goaltending matchup will be between the Iron Man, a veteran and an all-star, Matt Hofer of the Blackhawk Cougars, number 17 in green, against presumably Ethan Diani of Montour, who finished the Spartans' last game, a 7-3 loss to Beaver, in a backup role and stopped 9 of 10 shots. Diani was the first to lead the Spartans out of the tunnel for warm-ups, which is usually the tell. So in just a couple of moments, Montour hosts Blackhawk, with the Cougars trying to inch closer to the postseason and the Spartans trying to keep their own campaign on life support. And with that, we send it downstairs to Austin McLean.
By RMU's Mr. John Tucci.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare snowballs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does our star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free and the home of the brave. Love you all. Thank you all. Love you all. Have a good night, everyone.
Was it Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks, or in fact Mr. Colonial, John Tucci, who said, let's play two? He already graced us with his presence pregame at Moon Senior Night. John Tucci, Robert Morris University groundskeeper, with another live rendition of our national anthem before the nightcap. USA Hockey referees Brinton and Pickering pulling double duty tonight here on the island. Matt Hofer, son of former head coach Jim Hofer, current assistant coach. 10 wins, tied for second most among Class A goalies. 263 goals against, 906 save percentage, both among the top 10 in Class A. And it is not Ethan Diani, but in fact the sophomore Cam Molka, who's going to get back on the proverbial horse after getting roughed up by the Bobcats last time. Molka 3-4-1 this year with a 904 save percentage in over 390 minutes played. The Cougars force the opening faceoff into Spartans territory to begin this game, moving the puck from left to right on your TV, computer, or mobile device. Grant Schroeds out in front to his captain, Finn Conlon. Conlon dropping for Tyler Syka, and the alternate captain's shot is blocked by one of the Montour defenders in front of goaltender Molka. Braden Kulak, the senior, playing it around the boards for Montour. Both these teams with some wounds to lick after last week. Cougars lost a tough one to Hampton last Monday by a 3-2 final. Montour very eager to get back to their winning ways after 4 consecutive losses, and that game against Beaver, which ended in a lopsided manner. Jack McKnight gets it deep for Blackhawk, giving chase behind the Montour net, John Giacondi. Montour clears it inside the Blackhawk line. Giacondi takes the outlet pass. Colin Rogers just on for Montour, trying to mess with his mojo. And now we will get a whistle and a call for too many men against one of these teams. It's going to go against the Blackhawk Cougars bench. Rob Hawthorne asked for an explanation. And an early break for the Spartans, getting the first penny power play of the night. Actually, this one might go against Montour. It is against Montour. Rogers is going to serve it. Perhaps he the one who stepped onto the ice a moment too late. So it is Blackhawk to the penny power play, 24.1% on the year, 10th out of the 23 teams in Class A. Montour, 14th on the penalty kill at 73.3%. Early in the scoreless game, Tyler Syka to Schroeds. Schroeds through a crowd, and Molka saw that one somehow. Syka and Schroeds playing pitch and catch. Schroeds from the hash mark. Checked by Varga in a penalty killing role here for Montour. Syka down low to Grant Schroeds. Centering pass. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Camden Molka. Conlon doesn't appear too phased, but I sure would be. Some robbery with that left hand, getting over just in time to deny the Blackhawk captain on the one-timer. Conlon looking for his 3rd power play goal individually this season. 1:10 to go on the bench minor for too many men. Cougars control once again off the draw. McKnight, score! Jack McKnight nuzzles that nylon from center point. The Cougars make them pay, and it's 1-0 Blackhawk, 14:36 to go. First period, and these pretzels are making me thirsty. Jack McKnight, his first goal since December 21st of 2023. And he finally finds the net once again here in career game number 52 with the varsity Cougars. Luke Zacharias had a path to goal off the opening faceoff, but per Brinton and Pickering, it was not a legal path. Montour offside. Cougars with another face-off win.
Blackhawk goal scored by number 25, Jack McKnight, assisted by number 19, Grant Schroeds. Time of the goal, 14:36. McKnight and Schroeds at 14:36.
Officially, McKnight from Schroeds. Again, first varsity goal in over 2 calendar years for Blackhawk junior Jack McKnight on the penny power play. 1-0 Cougars with 3 minutes gone by in period 1. Daniel Ostrom around the boards, anticipating behind the net Giacondi. Giacondi bumped off the puck by Aiden Jennings. Ostrom fanning on that shot, and letting her rip there was Aiden Elder. That one was blocked. Good gap control by Logan Dabrowski as the Spartans change on the fly. Steve Young, the Montour head coach, telling his players to settle down after giving up that early PPG. Young in his 3rd straight year as the man in charge after a decade spent as a Montour assistant coach. Anthony Klimas from within his own zone. Josh Kremens up to center. Varga working now for Montour with this puck, giving ground and looking for an avenue, trying to connect with Talon Bruce Miller. Miller unable to get to that one. But Montour will get an offensive zone faceoff after the icing call on the Cougars. Now, Blackhawk coming into this Monday night had only drawn 29 total penalties. That was the third fewest of all the teams in Class A. So all the more important that after the unforced error by the Montour bench, they make that one count. Blackhawk coming in fourth place out of the 12 teams in Class A Blue as Molka makes that save and the follow-up. 28 points on the year for the Cougars. 10 wins. 8 of them in regulation, 2 in OT, 4 regulation losses. Montour with 5 wins, 10 losses, 4 regulation wins, 1 overtime win, 9 regulation losses, and 1 overtime loss. Spartans coming in 9th out of 12 in Class A Blue Division with 15 points. Again, trying to move within 1 point of that final spot and trying to keep the Blackhawk Cougars from getting closer to clinching their own. Molka called into action a couple of times on this shift. For Blackhawk, it's played out in front by Giacondi. Bryce Leeper unable to get there on time. Varga will get it inside the Blackhawk zone. Giacondi and the Cougars have some numbers here. Giacondi poke checked in front by Noah Diani. Varga with a dump in. Dylan Hogue from an angle around the boards. Too strong for Varga. Klimas pinching to keep that puck alive for a moment. Schroeds with it over the attacking line for Blackhawk. Saika to his forehand. Immediately crowded by Hogue and Donnie Saramak, the freshman defenseman. Saramak's father, Donnie Sr., a Detroit native, former pro player himself in the minors for the Richmond Renegades of the ECHL at the time. Shot from distance by Rogers was blocked. Spartans can't control the rebound next to Hofer. Steal by Jennings. Saika retaliating as the puck comes behind the net to Hogue. Hogue taken out of the play by the Blackhawk defense. Up it comes now to Schroeds. Schroeds pushed aside by Saramak, but keeps on keeping on. Oh, what a stop there by Molka. Getting the left hand out there to stop Ostrom right on his doorstep. Oh, Molka's really weathering an early storm here with 10 to go in period 1. Blackhawk up 1-0 on an early power play goal by unlikely scorer Jack McKnight, and looking for more here in the opening frame. Zacharias, the PIHL All-Star, up to center. We'll be seeing him, among others, this approaching Sunday on the island for the 2026 PIHL All-Star event. Coverage of that beginning at noon Eastern Time on TenbandTV, always free. Leeper out to center, off the skate of McKnight. Cougars wanted to make a change behind the play, but the point is moot as they are called for icing. Blackhawk with a face-off win in their own zone. Zacharias around the boards. Leeper trying to use those boards to his advantage. Cut off by Wilson at the left side. Off a skate, and it rebounds right past Braden Kulak. And if Kulak's able to settle that puck down, he might have an opportunity to tie this thing. Montour just couldn't get the bounce as Ostrom takes it on his backhand, plays it out in front off the goalie stick of Molka, the Montour sophomore. Zacharias and Dabrowski attacking for the Spartans, who are forced to regroup at their own blue line. Varga over the line. Varga into the glove hand of Matt Hofer. With Hofer the only goaltender on the Blackhawk varsity roster, it makes you wonder who the E-bug is for a game like this. Again, the Cougars are still trying to clinch a playoff berth, so meaningful points are still on the table for the visitors. Loose puck in front after Hofer makes that save, and the Spartans are unable to bury in Varga. Well, if he wasn't wearing a helmet, he'd be smacking his forehead right now. Hofer somehow made that save from the prone position with Varga trying to elevate that puck. And midway through the first period, Montour haunted by the wouldas, couldas, and shouldas. Loose in front again and put just wide on the rebound. Talon Bruce Miller unable to convert. Varga gets it back. Spartans playing with some purpose now down a goal. Diani from his own zone. Across for Saramac. Going after this one is Colt Wilson. Wilson hustling to play that puck from within his own zone, and the Spartans have it in Blackhawk territory now. Varga on 1 foot puts it into the body of Hofer, who hangs on. Last year, 250,000 unique viewers watched live and on-demand coverage of the PIHL All-Star Games on TenbandTV. Maximize your brand exposure across Western PA by sponsoring our 2026 PIHL All-Star coverage. Email sales@tenbandmedia.com to learn more and watch the 2026 PIHL All-Star Games live from the RMU Island Sports Center right here in the Clearview Arena this Sunday, January 25th, beginning at noon. Always free on TenbandTV. Hard hit in the corner sends Klimas to the ice. Rogers cleans it up for Montour. Leaper outletting for Giacondi. Giacondi centering for Ostrom. Ostrom gets turned around but stays with this puck to the boards. Giacondi and Leaper, the defensive pairing out here for Rob Hawthorne, with time ticking down in period 1. McKnight, the goal scorer for the Cougars, off his own boards. And eventually Varga will take it up to center for Montour. Good stick there by Schroeds. Cougars dump it so they can complete their line change. An errant break out there by Saramac. Varga will float it to center. Dabrowski met at the Blackhawk bench. Cooper Keister from behind his own net. The sophomore working it out in front. The Spartans negate that chance. No icing per this USA Hockey crew. Varga bottles it up and puts it into the chest protector of Hofer, right up near that neck guard. The plastic one that usually hangs down off the goaltender's mask. No harm done, and we'll have another face-off to Hofer's right.
Lipinski. From Cermak. Miller on goal, and a kick save made there by Hofer. Cougars come back in transition, and Molka has to hold that one at the far post. Wholesale changes for Blackhawk before this offensive zone draw with a 1-0 lead approaching the final 5 minutes of first period play. Leaper weakly toward goal, and a backhand try is stopped by Molka. Leaper under pressure from Kulak. Building momentum through center. Leaper splits the D. Leaper to the goal. Blocker saved by Molka. The rebound off the backside of the defender, Wilson. Oh, Leaper trying to bring half the house down there with nothing between him and goaltender Molka. Jennings after it. Tied up behind the net by Kremens. Ostrom with space to maneuver for Blackhawk. Blocker save again. And that right hand's been busy in this first period for Cam Molka. Cougars changing on the fly. Chipped off the boards to center. Conlon off of Hogue. Spartans get it out to Varga at center red. Hogue over the attacking line, and a penalty drawn by Schroeds as he was tripped trying to recover that puck. One of the players out there without a neck guard, and that'll be picked up by one of the officials as Dylan Hogue, the sophomore, will feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free. Blackhawk 1-for-1 on the penny power play, looking to double their advantage with under 4 minutes left in the first period. Blackhawks power play now a combined 3-for-4 in 2 meetings with Montour this season after that McKnight marker. Spartans get the clear. It's Varga doing the honors. And Varga's line is going to stay out here for this face-off in Blackhawk territory. Captain against captain. And this one belongs to Conlon and the Cougars. Ostrom over the line. Save made by Molka. Cougars with the rebound, working on their second penny power play. Ostrom across for Saika. To Schroeds. Schroeds trying to elevate that puck. Molka was well positioned. Saika. Downstairs to Rhodes. Out in front to Saika. Leaper. Off the glass. It stays in play. Cougars get there but can't control it. And Varga again gets it out of his own zone. Midway through the minor penalty on Hogue. Blackhawk offside. Schroeds from behind the Montour net. Centering pass. Conlon couldn't shoot it cleanly. Wilson got right in his grill. Schroeds with his puck again for Blackhawk. To the point for Saika. Saika surveying the play. Goes back to Schroeds. Up top for McKnight. McKnight denied this time by a sliding Molka. Luke Zacharias forces that puck to the Blackhawk line. Last rush potentially here for the Cougars. Man advantage. Final 2 minutes of first period play. McKnight, left point to the vacant corner. Giacondi out in front, right to Varga. Correction, Jennings. And the Spartans will clear it as Hogue jumps back into the play. So it remains a 1-0 affair late in period one. Outlet pass too far for Giacondi, icing on Blackhawk with the Cougars changing personnel. Hogue to goal. Couldn't shoot it. Klimas tees it up. Fires wide of the net. He had an opening to shoot at too, just couldn't hit it. Hofer making that save, and the rebound comes right to one of the Cougars. That's Keister getting it out of danger. Leaper near side. Rogers and Keister colliding at the blue line. Montour forces it out of their own zone.
1 minute remaining period. 1 minute.
Austin Lipinski turning it over from behind his own net. Ostrom unable to reel it in. Kremens getting dumped at the Montour blue line as the Cougars bring it back into the attacking zone. Varga trying to go to Talon Bruce Miller, could not do so. Schroeds with a takeaway. Schroeds to the goal, just missing to the far post. Half a minute left in the period as JT DeRose couldn't control the rebound, and it comes right to Varga. Varga unable to beat Hofer 5-hole. Hofer the follow-up save. Jennings, not Varga, the one denied, as Varga was unable to keep that puck in the offensive zone. But he takes away the outlet pass. Varga on his backhand. Varga to goal. Hofer the save. Varga drew a penalty. So barring some late magic here off a face-off win, Montour will enter the second period on their first penny power play of the night. Grant Schroeds gets the gate for hooking. 8 ticks to talk as we get ready to face it off in Blackhawk ice. Cougars 13th on the penalty kill in Class A this year. 75.7% entering Monday. Montour just 21st on the power play this year. They've struggled at 14.6%. Floating shot to the corner taken by Varga. It won't go. Jennings forces one last save by Matt Hofer at the buzzer. And so Steve Young and the Spartans will have to talk it over during the break. They trail the Blackhawk Cougars 1-0. I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. You utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling.
The side switch has occurred, and the second period is about to get underway between Blackhawk and Montour, with the Cougars leading the Spartans 1-0. Montour on their first penny power play of the night. Grant Schroeds in the box for hooking, and Matt Hofer makes save number 11 on the evening. First period shots on goal. Cougars with 16, Montour with 10, including the only one that counted among that 16 for Blackhawk. The power play goal early by Jack McKnight when Montour got pinched for too many men. McKnight again scoring for the first time since December of 2023, over 2 calendar years. And that's what you need to make deep postseason runs. You need those unsung heroes to step up and do big things for you down the stretch as the Cougars press shorthanded. Nothing comes of that, so Kulak brings it over the line for the Spartans. Hofer the kick save, Wilson unable to smash in the rebound. Cleared by Ostrom. Both goaltenders really impressing in that first period. Molka early in the period, and Hofer more so late as Montour started to push back more and more. Jennings over to Kulak, the alternate captain, down low for Varga, who tried to propel it on goal from one knee. Hofer was there with the pad. Half a minute left. Conlon with a chance shorthanded. Finn Conlon. Score! A shorthanded goal. Oh, captain, my captain. Conlon makes it 2-0 Cougars. A minute and a half into period 2. Leaper had Blackhawks, only 2 shorthanded goals going into Monday. Now Conlon, the Blackhawk captain, has one to his credit. Goal 16 on his senior season as Hofer stands to grab that one. And we talked in pregame about both captains, expected them both to come out with a vengeance in this high-stakes game, and Varga certainly did at both ends of the ice for Montour, but it's Conlon who has the first goal between the two, and those shorthanded goals can be a killer. Montour's got to find a way to get off the mat mentally and get back into this hockey game. Now down by a pair early in period 2. Schroeds from one knee to the boards for Leaper. Out in front, oh, point blank save there made by Molka. Schroeds fresh out of the penalty box, shoots wide. Saramac to Hogue. Cougars keep it in the zone. Ostrom, left circle. Ostrom, score! Lucky 13 for Daniel Ostrom. It is 3-0 Cougars. And Sophie needs a snack. The visitors taking command here on the island, and Cam Molka getting a talking to from his defenseman, getting a bit of an attaboy as they try to rally their goaltender. And Steve Young decides he's seen enough. We'll be back. We'll see if Cam Molka is back as well when we return. PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
The Mount Washington Shop and Save is a proud sponsor of the 2025-2026 season of PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV. Check out the ad on your screen during any of our broadcasts this season for the latest, greatest deals on everything the Mount Washington Shop and Save has to offer. Whatever you need, including, I would imagine, every kind of Polish food under the sun. Store managers Jim and Michelle Kazarowski will make sure you find it at the Mount Washington Shop and Save. And special thanks to Jim and Michelle for their continued support of PIHL hockey coverage on TenbandTV. Steve Young decides to stick with his starting goaltender Cam Molka after the Montour timeout. Under 14 till the ice cut here at the RMU Island Sports Center. Blackhawk 3, Montour nothing. Finn Conlon, after scoring a goal for the third consecutive game, sitting up underclassman Daniel Ostrom. Official League Schroeds picking up his second assist of the night on that third Blackhawk goal, which came a minute 7 after the second. McKnight getting involved defensively as we have a souvenir puck off to our right. Last touched by Saika, if my eyes don't deceive me, so that'll bring it, that'll keep it, I should say, inside Blackhawk ice. Schroeds around the boards. Wilson. Schroeds from center. Blocker save made there by goaltender Molka. And another one from his knees. And I think for his sake, he needs to just rack up a few of those. Let the puck hit him a couple times and kind of get himself back into this game mentally. Blackhawk in control at the moment. Montour looking for answers early in period 2 as it's forced back to center by Wilson. Blackhawk changing behind the play. Wilson to his defensive partner, Saramac. Saramac through center. Saramac on one hand. Saramac wrapping it around. Say-made rebound. Trying to go short side on Hofer, but he couldn't tuck it inside that near post. Now the whistle blows exactly 5 minutes into the period because the net behind Hofer is off the moorings. Ostrom through the right circle. Save there by Molka. And one of the Spartans decked at his own blue line. That's Rogers, and Rogers not getting up immediately. And this is going to be a penalty on Blackhawk. So if there is a potential turning point in this game for the home team, perhaps this is it. Giacondi off for high sticking. 11:34 to go to the ice cut. Spartans got to find a way to crack that goose egg with still a lot of time left. Montour 0 for 1 on the power play with the one shorthanded goal allowed as the Cougars win the faceoff, and Syka will clear it the length of the ice, or nearly the length in any event. Varga out to center for Jennings. Conlon slows it down at center ice. Zacharias over the attacking line as a trailer, and Jennings tries to go there. Backed up by Varga. Varga splits the D. Varga from 1 foot. The off-balance shot blocked. To the point for Kulak. Kulak wide of the Blackhawk goal. Jennings to Varga. Back to Aiden Jennings. Down low to Zacharias. Cougars clear it after the miscue by Zacharias. McKnight sends it all the way to Molka's doorstep before Varga brings it back through center for the Montour man advantage. Midway through this penny power play, Varga sends it around the boards, and in stride, Schroeds will play it to the Montour line. Schroeds around Varga. Schroeds missing the net. Oh, the Cougars not shy about pressing shorthanded tonight. They've already got one, thanks to Conlon. Inches away from another. Zacharias slips it to his captain. Varga, surrounded by green shirts, sends it to the corner for Colt Wilson. Final moments of this penny power play for Montour. Zacharias behind his back to Jennings. Jennings creating space. Jennings trying to go toward goal. Wilson shielded from the play, and the Cougars have killed another one. Giacondi steps back onto the ice. Montour still has this puck. Varga hit from behind. Play continues. And Blackhawk clears it. Ostrom after it. Saramac got there first. Giacondi surrounded by white shirts. Miller behind his own net. Turned it over. Conlon out in front for Leaper. Leaper, that was blocked by Hogue. Approaching the midpoint of this period and game. Blackhawk in command, 3-0. Ostrom makes the Spartans chase him to the corner. To the point for Kremens. Conlon. That hit Saramac in front. Leaper on goal. Molka down to his knees to stop that one, and there is no rebound. Last year, 250,000 unique viewers watched live and on-demand coverage of the PIHL All-Star Games on TenbandTV. Maximize your brand exposure across Western PA by sponsoring our 2026 PIHL All-Star coverage. Email sales@tenbandmedia.com to learn more and watch the 2026 PIHL All-Star Games live from the RMU Island Sports Center Sunday, January 25th, beginning at noon, always free on TenbandTV. Week 16 of PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save. It begins on a Monday. It'll end on a Sunday, All-Star Sunday. That's when I'll see you folks next, back here on the island as Varga cuts to goal and is stopped by a sliding Hofer. Best chance of the game, arguably, for the Spartans or individually for Varga, their leading scorer. That pass thrown behind Conlon, speaking of captains. Hofer's been in an all-star game or two for Blackhawk. DeRose unable to control that pass out in front. And Varga will be there on All-Star Sunday, accompanied by Montour teammates Nico Sikorsky and Luke Zacharias. Varga up for Miller. Miller watches it go to the corner, and apparently Varga didn't have the red line because it's icing on the hosts. Noah Diayani off the face-off win around his own boards. Up it comes for Dabrowski. And sent erroneously out of play by Saramac. Elder on goal. And that one's held by goaltender Molka. Elder just over a month removed from scoring his first varsity goal at Richland Cambria, December 16th. He's got 2 on the year. Jennings, meanwhile, puts it wide of the Blackhawk net. And Kulak looked like he took a shot up high. He's doubled over a couple of times, but he's going to stay on here and adjust his lid as this Blackhawk Cougars, bring it over the line briefly. Turnover in the neutral zone. Ostrom forcing the save by Molka. Elder, greeted by Kulak at the near boards. Jennings outletting for Montour's Dabrowski. Spartans trying to complete a line change quickly. Ostrom sends it around the boards. Saramac anticipating for Montour. That shot blocked from the right circle by Keister. Taken by Keister and blocked. Keister trying to go out in front. It goes off the skates of Varga. Montour able to clear. Zacharias watches the lane disappear as Leaper will retreat. Blackhawk in the middle of a change. That allows Montour to play this puck behind their line. Miller around the board, settled down by Hofer. Austin Lipinski, the varsity newcomer, out here for Steve Young late in the second period. Under 5 to go to the ice cut. Blackhawk leading Montour by 3. Lipinski, his shot from distance blocked. Cougars eventually get to that puck behind their own net, but they can't clear it. Klimis to Varga. Varga on his backhand. Varga to the goal. Hofer the blocker save. Miller for Zacharias. Zacharias trying to use the boards, but give it right to Schroeds. Spartans tag up. Stretch pass, too strong for Grant Schroeds. No icing. Lipinski gets the memo, and he'll play that puck for Montour from the corner up to Zacharias. Varga knocked up high by Giacondi. Varga backhands it toward goal. Hofer kicks the bouncing puck out of there. Klimis keeps it in at left point. From an angle, Kulak denied by Hofer. The rebound covered. Or is it? No, the Blackhawk senior was not able to trap it. He's got that one, however, off the slap shot by Klimis. 18 saves and counting for Matt Hofer, the Iron Man in that goal for Blackhawk. Toward goal it comes. Rogers unable to smash it in. Looked like Hofer had it trapped up against the side of the net, so we'll get a face-off at the same dot. Kulak to Jennings. Montour right back to work on the forecheck out in front. Kulak couldn't get it to his forehand. Ostrom up the right wing. Centering for Schroeds. Schroeds deflects it high and wide. Conlon keeps it in. Molka gets back into position, and he'll play it conservatively. The pace has calmed quite a bit since that early second period flurry by the visitors. Montour looking to get on the board late before we cut the ice here at the Clearview Arena. Outlet pass attempted by Wilson, too far for Zacharias, covered by goaltender Hofer. Cleared but not out. Nice play there by Wilson. Through a crowd, it comes in on Hofer. The save is made. The rebound is still available. Varga couldn't jam it in, but he gets it back. Varga turns around and Hofer reaches upstairs to grab it. You just get the feeling that Montour's going to have to do more to take away Hofer's eyes. Just get bodies in front, hope for a funny bounce or deflection of some kind. They're having a heck of a time beating him cleanly tonight. Varga plays it legally. Varga trying to go upstairs but missed the corner. Varga and the Spartans on the attack late in period two. Schroeds unable to clear it. And that shot by Jennings goes right into Hofer's stomach atop the goal crease. Montour will get a fresh line out there for the faceoff. Lipinski to his defensive partner Klimas. Varga splits the D. Varga whacked at by Giacondi from behind. Kick saved by Hofer. The rebound controlled by Giacondi. Jennings stands up Keister at center ice, right at the official's crease. Now Giacondi retaliates on Jennings as it's brought over the line by Ostrom. Ostrom's shot blocked by Klimas as we approach the final minute of second period play. Now someone just took a whack at Aiden Jennings. I think that was Giacondi.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Cougars play it in front of their own net, and Jennings had the stick ripped out of his hands, and icing indicated against Blackhawk with 50.5 ticks to talk. A bit surprised, quite frankly, there wasn't a penalty there. The loose stick being returned to the Spartans bench. Miller wins the face-off. Varga shoots it off a stick and out of play. Spartans win the puck battle. Here's Varga into the stomach of Hofer. Once again, right place, right time for the senior. Hofer going for career win number 22 as a varsity netminder here tonight. As the Spartans find metal but not mesh with half a minute to go. Ostrom and Conlon trying to clear if they can't. Varga with another steal. Ostrom blocked the attempted pass to Miller. One last chance maybe for Ostrom if he can outrace Wilson. Wilson stays with him. 3 seconds left. Out in front, Saika shanks that attempted shot. And it's time for the Zamboni at the RMU Island Sports Center to do its thing. We'll do our thing as well. We'll take a break here at the second intermission with the Blackhawk Cougars leading their Class A Blue Division rivals, the Montour Spartans, 3-0. I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Check by Varga in a penalty killing role here for Montour. Saika down low to Grant Schroeds. Centering pass. I'll take that. Thank you very much. A minute 10 to go on the bench minor for too many men. Cougars control once again off the draw. McKnight. Score! Still on the table for the visitors. Loose puck in front after Hofer makes that save, and the Spartans are unable to bury in Varga. Leaper under pressure from Kulak. Building momentum through center. Leaper splits the D. Leaper to the goal. Blocker saved by Mocha. The rebound off the backside of the defender Wilson. Trying to go to Talon Bruce Miller. Could not do so. Schroeds with a takeaway. Schroeds to the goal. Just missing to the far post. Half a minute left in the period as JT DeRose couldn't control the rebound, and it comes right to Varga. Varga unable to beat Hofer 5-hole. Hofer the follow-up save. Hofer was there with the pad. Half a minute left. Conlon with a chance shorthanded. Finn Conlon. Score! Ostrom. Left circle. Ostrom. Score! And one of the Spartans decked it. It'll end on a Sunday, All-Star Sunday. That's when I'll see you folks next. Back here on the island as Varga cuts the goal and is stopped by a sliding Hofer. Hofer going for career win number 22 as a varsity netminder here tonight. As the Spartans find metal but not met.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. You utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero! Creating space. Ewan turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. You utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero! Creating space. Ewan turning. Scoring! Marshall!
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
The Mount Washington Shop and Save is a proud sponsor of the 2025-2026 season of PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV. Check out the ad on your screen during any of our broadcasts this season for the latest, greatest deals on everything the Mount Washington Shop and Save has to offer. Whatever you need, including any kind of sandwich fixing you could imagine, store managers Jim and Michelle Kazarowski will make sure you find it at the Mount Washington Shop and Save. And special thanks to Jim and Michelle for their continued support of PIHL hockey coverage on TenbandTV. Matt Popchock back here for Week 16 of PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save, overlooking the freshly cut ice of the Clearview Arena here inside the RMU Island Sports Center in Neville Township. We'll be back here this approaching Sunday, January 25th, for the 2026 PIHL All-Star Games, beginning with Division II at noon. And right now, the Blackhawk Cougars are trying to inch closer to a third consecutive playoff berth. We'll tell you more about that in a minute as they lead the Montour Spartans 3-0. Varga from center for Miller. Miller around the boards. Varga going after the dump in. Zacharias behind the cage. Varga in front, deflected wide of goal and put wide by Miller on the follow-up attempt. Shots through 2 periods were even, almost. Blackhawk had 28, Montour had 27 after the first 2 frames. The difference has been Matt Hofer. 27 saves and counting entering period 3. Montour out shooting Blackhawk in period 2 by a 17-12 margin, by the way. Chance the other way for Ostrom. Ostrom couldn't shoot that puck cleanly. Kulak messed with him just enough, and Kulak might have taken a penalty in the process. Ostrom off balance, forces the save from Mocha, slashing the call against the senior Kulak. Blackhawk 1 for 2 on the penny power play. They get another one here 2 minutes into the third period. Once again, the magic number for Blackhawk at the moment is 5. If they hold serve here in the third period, that magic number to clinch a Penguins Cup playoff berth drops to 2. Then their attention will turn to the Freeport Beaver game this approaching Thursday. If Freeport wins that game, no matter how they win it, then Blackhawk is officially in the Penguins Cup playoffs. Cougars with 5 games to go after tonight. Montour with just 4 remaining after this one. Mocha making that save with his hand. And again, the Spartans winless against their remaining 4 opponents after tonight. They need a reversal of fortune, and they need one sharply. Meadville and Indiana tied in the points column for the 7th and final playoff spot as of now in Class A Blue Division. Indiana holding the tiebreaker over Meadville, so technically that last spot belongs to the Little Indians. Montour trying to climb to within 1 point of the Little Indians for that last spot. Schroeds on goal. That save made by Molka. Midway through the penny power play. Saika for Leaper. Leaper, side of the net. Schroeds had trouble with the pass. That's a break for Montour. And so is that as Saika mishandles the puck, but Vargas not able to force it outside the zone. Ostrom behind Conlon. Kept alive by Saika. Saika off the blocker hand of Molka. That pass intercepted by Jennings. Varga and Jennings pressing shorthanded. Jennings to the goal. Jennings on his backhand. Score! My, how the turntables. Now it's Montour with a shorthanded marker. And 13:28 remaining in regulation. Aiden Jennings, goal number 6 on his sophomore season. And 4 of them have come on special teams. Shorthanded goals can be such a game changer, literally and metaphorically. And if you're the team that scores them, they can change things considerably. So a lot of time left still, 13 minutes in period 3. Montour about to kill this penalty. And they've gotten on the board as Kulak jumps out of the box. Kulak accompanied by Miller. Kulak toward goal, and Hofer knocks it aside. Through center, Leaper. Met by Varga. Varga strips him of the puck. Varga from distance, held by Hofer. And that'll be that. Well, elsewhere in Class A, Plum is about to win in mercy roll fashion over South Park. So that'll reduce Plum's magic number to 8. Mustangs holding the last playoff spot in the Class A Gold Division. Butler leading big over West Allegheny at the moment at Frozen Pond. And if Butler wins that one and does so in regulation, then they are in the Penguins Cup playoffs. Conlon, no one to pass to, so he cuts his losses and leaves it for Trey Varga of Montour. Rogers forcing his way over the line, trying to draw a penalty, but none forthcoming. Ostrom up the left wing. Ostrom through the circle, backhand attempt, and that's stopped by Molka. Montour having trouble on the clear. Ostrom recovers. Ostrom trying to dance his way around Jennings. That puck to the boards. Wilson gets it back to center. Schroeds with a dump in. Saramac plays it for Montour, which is changing lines. Varga, cross ice. Kulak couldn't take it. Varga near side. Varga left circle, in on Hofer, and Hofer makes that save. Lipinski from center. Klimas trying to fend off McKnight. McKnight wins that battle. McKnight checked from behind by Klimas. Spartans bench expressing their approval. Giacondi taken out of the play by Lipinski. Both teams trying to find this puck. It's at the feet of Logan Dabrowski, who pushes it deep into Blackhawk territory. Now Dabrowski pushed up high by Dom Giacondi. 10 minutes to go in regulation. Montour has gotten on the board with a shorthanded goal by Aiden Jennings, but they still trail by a pair. Varga to goal. Varga forcing the save by Hofer on the short side. Leaper over the attacking line for Blackhawk. Cougars trying to get their transition game going, but Molka equal to the task. Penalty coming up on the Spartans. Klimas will get the gate. Blackhawk to the penny power play for the 4th time tonight. They are 1 for 3 with a shorthanded goal allowed just not long ago. Spartans win the faceoff, but they can't get it past McKnight. Conlon from the hash mark, centering for Schroeds, back to Saika. Saika for Schroeds. Schroeds. That shot pass wouldn't work. McKnight pinching, gets it to Conlon. Ostrom from the corner. Ostrom shoots it off the body of Cermak, pardon me. McKnight from left point, lost an edge. Montour can't take advantage. Conlon. Saika, right point. Through a crowd. That deflects just wide off the body of Ostrom, it looked like. McKnight from the left side for Finn Conlon. Turnaround try, and Schroeds elevates it out of action. Now Cougars moving that puck all around the Montour zone on this latest penny power play, but still nothing to show for it. Approaching the midpoint of period 3. Mocha grabs that one. Klimas in the box for another 64 seconds. Clean face-off win by the Cougars. Saika centers for Conlon. Conlon to Schroeds. Schroeds fires through the blue paint. And the long rebound comes out to Leeper. Leeper to Conlon. Conlon back to Bryce Leeper. Leeper fires. That's blocked by Kulak. Leeper from center point to Saika. Saika forces a save by Molka. Montour still unable to clear. Look at all this zone time for the Cougars. Under half a minute to go on the power play. And finally, it's sent up the boards by Wilson. Leeper in earnest over the line. Leeper to the goal. Save made by Molka, and the rebound is put wide. Conlon couldn't get it through. A close call there at the end of this man advantage, but Montour has killed another one, and it remains a 2-goal contest. Saika around a man, shoots into the stomach of Molka, and he'll hang on. A couple of Class A Blue Division teams going at it here on the island to cap the night off. Matt Vandriak will be on the air with us this approaching Thursday night from the Mount Lebanon Ice Center when we shift gears to the Class A Gold Division. The Mars Planets and the Chartiers Valley Colts on CV's senior night. As the Cougars have added to their lead, it's 4-1. Pay the man, Shirley. Ostrom, the one who smashed in the loose puck. So the work that Montour did on special teams undone that quickly with 7:20 remaining. Giacondi off of Molka, loose in front of the Montour netminder, and he grabs it with his gloves.
Dominic Giacondi, assisted by number 25, Jack McKnight, and number 4, JT DeRose. Time of the goal.
They're going to say it's Giacondi's goal.
Giacondi from McKnight and DeRose at 7:34.
Jack McKnight not only has a goal for the first time in forever and a day, he's got an assist now, and the Cougars might have just put this thing on ice. So McKnight plays unsung hero with his first career multi-point game. Dom Giacondi getting credit for the 4th Blackhawk goal, his 5th of the season, and his first since game number 4. He scored in each of Blackhawks' first 4 games before going cold. A couple of Blackhawks underclassmen getting off the schneid in a big way here on the road. And officially it is Giacondi's goal from McKnight and Ostrom. Conlon trying to feed Schroeds, cutting to the net. It was not to be. Mocha grabs that one. And this is sent the length of the ice, but right off the goaltender stick of Hofer, who keeps it moving to Leaper. Schroeds near side. Varga with a takeaway. Varga out in front, put just wide of Hofer. Shot from an angle by Aiden Jennings, who has the lone Montour goal. Hofer making the save. Hogue camped out in front. He scored the only Montour goal the last time these teams faced each other. He was looking for a cheapie there. Ostrom held up from behind. Nothing called. Mocha having trouble playing that puck at the side of the net. Finally gets it to Lipinski. And this will not be icing. They say Kremens touched it on its way to the corner. Ostrom overtaken by Jennings. Jennings with purpose. Trying to get it up to Klimas. He does. Klimas toward goal is deflected in just wide of Hofer by Hogue. And played up into the Blackhawk bench. Final 5 of regulation. Cougars with a 4-1 lead. Thanks to Dom Giacondi's second goal in as many meetings with Montour. And 3 of the 4 goal scorers from that first meeting at Brady's Run in October have been the same ones tonight. Ostrom has a goal and Conlon has a goal. And they both found the net the last time these teams played each other. Centering pass for Giacondi. Couldn't get to it before Mocha could. Grant Schroeds, in case you're curious, had the other of those 4 Blackhawk tallies that particular night. It's been a little too much deja vu for the Spartans, trying to avoid dropping their 5th straight in PIHL play and running out of chances to avoid slipping further out of the playoff picture. Steal by Miller. Miller with a clear path to goal. Miller shoots, saved by Hofer, and the rebound comes right to McKnight. It's been that kind of night for Montour. Matt Hofer standing tall, as he has so often done in that goal for Blackhawk. 37 saves and counting for the senior. And if Hofer does hang on and pick up victory 11 individually on the season, it would put him 1 behind Aiden Bobbs of Cannon McMillan for the goalie wins lead in Class A. The Big Macs, the division leaders, along with second place Quaker Valley and third place Moon, the 3 teams in the blue division of Class A that have officially qualified for the 2026 Penguins Cup playoffs. 4 more spots up for grabs. Who's going to grab them? The Blackhawk Cougars are trying to have their say in the matter as the Spartans are in scramble mode, trying to help out Molka, who recovers his stick in the process. Collision between Varga and Keister. Right out in front. Jennings with a hit in the corner on the other number 19, Schroeds, with under 3 to go in period 3. And again, Matt Vandriak will be with us for more coverage of the Class A playoff chase in the Gold Division Thursday. Chartiers Valley Senior Night taking place this approaching Thursday, 7:10 at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center as they take on the Mars Planets in a game that could decide the Gold Division champion ultimately. Mars, Chartiers Valley, Avonworth, and upstart Butler trading blows all season long. That's a really tough division this year, Class A Gold. Mars and CV tied on points entering week 16, and on Thursday they'll play to give one of those two teams the outright lead in the division title race. Again, the Class A playoff format for the Penguins Cup will remain the same from last season. 7 teams per division, with the division champions each getting a first-round bye. Varga wide on the backhander. And we get a penalty with 1:20 remaining. And Varga's going to be the one to go off as Giacondi's getting his digs in. Butler leads West Allegheny now 10-2, so it appears the Golden Tornado will officially qualify for the Penguins Cup playoffs tonight. Doing so out of that Class A Gold division. So Mars, Chartiers Valley, and Butler have all wrapped up playoff spots in Class A Gold. A 2 and a 10 on Varga for charging. And Austin Lipinski will serve the minor penalty. A token penny power play late in this game for the Cougars, who lead by a few. So they will now have 31 points as Schroeds hits the post. 31 points for Blackhawk on the regular season. And again, that will reduce their magic playoff clinching number to 2 points as Mocha grabs that one out of the atmosphere. Montour will remain on 15 points with 4 games remaining in their regular season. Next, they host Meadville here on the island next Monday night at 7:15. The Cougars have a revenge game coming up against Quaker Valley. And Blackhawk handed QV their only loss in a shootout earlier this season. Quaker Valley coming to Brady's Run this Thursday, I should say, for an 8:45 contest. Blackhawk will be at home for 3 of their last 4 games, so they're on the verge of clinching that playoff spot, but just for good measure, they get a little home ice advantage as they try to play for home ice advantage in round 1 of the postseason. 5 seconds left. Saika waits, skates, tries to go cross ice. It's blocked by Wilson. That's it. Fort Pitt. Another clinical performance and goal by Matt Hofer. He gets win number 11. The Blackhawk Cougars get win number 11 on the regular season, defeating the Montour Spartans here at the RMU Island Sports Center by a final score of 4-1. 38 saves for Hofer to collect the victory. Thank you, Kennedy Kazarowski. Thank you, Ethan Stewart. Thank you, Todd Kazarowski. Thank you, Austin McLean. And thank you for watching and listening. Blackhawk fans, your Cougars now just one win away from an official playoff berth. And we'll see you here for All-Star Sunday. Until then, I'm Matt Popchock, and that's all she wrote from the island. You've been watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, presented by the Mount Washington Shop and Save.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Checked by Varga in a penalty-killing role here for Montour. Saika down low to Grant Schroeds. Centering pass. I'll take that. Thank you very much. A minute 10 to go on the bench minor for too many men. Cougars control once again off the draw. McKnight. Score! Still on the table for the visitors. Loose puck in front after Hofer makes that save, and the Spartans are unable to bury in Varga. Leaper under pressure from Kulak. Building momentum through center. Leaper splits the D. Leaper to the goal. Blocker saved by Mocha. The rebound off the backside of the defender, Wilson. Trying to go to Talon Bruce Miller. Could not do so. Schroeds with a takeaway. Schroeds to the goal. Just missing to the far post. Half a minute left in the period as JT DeRose couldn't control the rebound, and it comes right to Varga. Varga unable to beat Hofer 5-hole. Hofer the follow-up save. Hofer was there with the pad. Half a minute left. Conlon with a chance shorthanded. Finn Conlon. Score! Ostrom. Left circle. Ostrom. Score! And one of the Spartans decked it. It'll end on a Sunday, All-Star Sunday. That's when I'll see you folks next, back here on the island, as Varga cuts the goal and is stopped by a sliding Hofer. Hofer going for career win number 22 as a varsity netminder here tonight. As the Spartans find medal, Ostrom. Ostrom couldn't shoot that puck cleanly. Kulak messed with him just enough, and Kulak might have taken a penalty in the process. Ostrom off balance, forces the save from Molka. That pass intercepted by Jennings. Varga and Jennings pressing shorthanded. Jennings to the goal. Jennings on his backhand. Score! McKnight from the left side for Finn Conlon. Turnaround try, and Schroeds elevates it out of action. Leaper in earnest over the line. Leaper to the goal. Save made by Molka, and the rebound is put wide. Conlon, nice center when we shift gears to the Class A Gold Division. The Mars Planets and the Chartiers Valley Colts on CV's senior night. As the Cougars have added to their lead, it's 4-1. Pay them. Varga with a takeaway. Varga out in front, put just wide of Hofer. Regular season, and again, that will reduce their magic playoff clinching number to 2 points as Mocha grabs that one out. Win number 11 on the regular season, defeating the Montour Spartans here at the RMU Island Sports Center by a final score of 4-1.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.